Oh, cheers, with a cup of tea.
In the repair shop today, a trio of once gleaming treasures get their shine back. Brenton's metal is well and truly tested as he transforms a brass kettle from dull to dazzling.
I'll tell you what, Dom, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. It's the best tool I've had in a long time.
While Susie restores a mirror that kept the troops standing proud in the trenches of the First World War.
The more I'm cleaning this leather, the more I'm beginning to smell soot, like from an open fire. It's just giving me a hint of the life that this mirror has had.
But first, a musical instrument that's lost its lustre. Lorna Douglas from Kinrossshire in Scotland is hoping musical maestro Pete Woods can get an old friend sounding sweet again.
How we doing? You all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay. Nice to meet you. I'm Lorna.
Lorna?
And Pete.
Hi, Pete.
So what have we got in the case now?
It's my father's saxophone. It's quite old and it's quite decrepit looking, I'm afraid.
Is it all right to get it out?
Yes, of course.
So tell us about it.
This belonged to my dad,
And what was his name?
Bill
Bill.
Cahoon.
Okay.
Yes. He'd been a musician all of his life. He started off in the colliery bands. He was a miner near Edinburgh in a little mining village called Stonyburn.
Stonyburn.
Yes.
Right.
It was a silver band.
Yeah.
Silver band.
Yeah, and he played the euphonium
Oh.
in that.
So what's the difference between a silver band and a brass band?
It's just the
colour.
The colour.
That's it?
That's
the
it.
same instruments?
But
Yes.
It's a different
silver
colour.
bands are always considered posher.
Oh, say no more. I like the sound of your dad.
So he was in the band when he was in his 20s.
Right.
And he progressed from that to having his own dance band.
He had his own dance band?
Yes, and it was the Broadway Swingers.
Wow.
And with him being in reserved occupation because he was a miner,
He didn't have to go to war?
exactly, to do his bit, he played in the dances in Edinburgh for the soldiers when they were on leave.
He was an entertainer.
He was,
Yeah.
yes, he was.
You must have been very proud of your
Oh
dad.
yes, I was very proud of my dad.
Yeah?
yeah.
So when did your dad stop playing then?
It was about 1980 to 83 that he stopped.
Right.
Unfortunately, he developed cancer in his lungs and had half of his lung removed. So that was the end of his musical career, I'm afraid.
He must have been devastated.
Oh, he was very, very upset at not being able to play.
It must have been hard on the family.
Yes, it was difficult for my mum and I to see him, that way.
Right.
Half a man, really,
Half a man.
because that was his life.
And then what happened to the saxophone then?
He put it away in a cupboard and he didn't want to see it again. So that was put in its little box and has been there ever since. And then Dad passed away in 1996. It was still in the house but never used. Then when Mum passed away, it was passed on to me. So again, it's been in my cupboard for 20 years.
Right.
But my son, Christopher, he's quite keen to learn.
Okay.
And he would like to have a go with Grandad's sax.
So what's actually wrong with the saxophone then?
The felting has gone in some of the pads.
Did it look like this originally?
Well, originally it was lovely. It was a very nice saxophone.
Was it like this?
It
was it a bit spotty?
It was spotty, but maybe not just quite as bad as that.
It is a thing called red rot, actually, because brass is made of copper, tin, zinc mixture. So what's happened is that it's a coppery colour.
Yeah, that is,
That's
actually.
where it's starting to break down, but we can get rid of that.
Can you?
Yeah, we can get rid of most of that. And you don't want it looking brand new.
No. I would like to think it could be playable, though, because it would be lovely to hear it again.
When was the last time you heard this play then?
Probably at a family wedding, around about 1979, 1980.
So what would it be like hearing it play again?
It would be like hearing his voice again. Really, that's all I can say, but it's just him. However, it's a big job for you to do.
It's a big job.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll look a little bit better than it does at the moment. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get it sorted.
Thank you very much. Thanks then.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If I could wave a magic wand, I would probably like to see the saxophone in full working order again. My father would love to think that we bothered to fix the saxophone and that his great-grandchildren would be able to perhaps play it one day.
Have you ever played a sax? I didn't ask you that, did I?
No, I don't play. I can blow it to test it, but put the dots in front of me and I'm lost.
Well, We've got to get this one playing for Lorna.
Yes.
Have to. So what are you going to do to it?
Right, well, first of all, it needs stripping down. As we strip it down, we check out that everything's working all right.
When you say strip it down, you're going to take all these keys off?
All the keys come off. We've then got to get rid of this red rot as much as we can.
Yes, please.
But I don't want to take it too far that she doesn't recognise it. Then, the most important bit for a sax, the leather pads have got to be renewed.
So strip in, clean up, new pads, and then we've got to get it played. But Steve used to play a sax. I think I'll have a word with him.
There is a rumour that he used to play a sax.
Yeah, I heard he was quite good.
Yeah, I've heard he's quite good, yeah.
All right, well, look, if there's anything you need, let me know, and I'll get it for you, all right?
That's great. Thanks very much. Right, we're having our first look at Lorna's dad's sax. First real good look I've had at it. And I have noticed now that there's a cork in a hole because one of the keys is missing. We won't get an original. What we'll have to do is get some brass and we're going to have to make a key. So it's just out of interest. Let's see how big the cork is. As you imagine, that was doing quite a lot of interference of the air as it was going through there. These pads have been in there, I don't know how long. So let's just get a couple of pads off and see what we're up against.
The keys cover the holes that determine the pitch of the note played, and the pad inside them ensures an airtight seal.
The pads are held on by stuff called shellac. It's the stuff that they melt down with methylated spirit to make French polish, actually. It's nice and easy to remove. And there we are. There's the first pad off. And there's no give left in it at all. See, the leather is just rotten. So we'll get some proper pads in there. I can now get the rest of the keys off, and then we can start cleaning them. So Lorna gets back a nice looking sax. Still got a few of the bumps and bangs on it, so it still looks like a dad's sax, but at least it'll be nice, clean and playable.
Next to arrive at the barn is Phil Bailey from Lincolnshire. He's brought a once shining family treasure that's in desperate need of the expert touch of silversmith Brenton West.
I'm Brenton.
Hi, Brenton.
Hi, Phil. Nice to meet you. What have you brought?
Well, I brought a kettle.
That's a kettle.
Yes.
What have you done to that kettle?
Well, this kettle dates back to 1937. I know that this was given when my mum and dad got married. It was actually a present to them from her mum and dad, which is my grandparents. Okay. And this was such a precious thing to her, because I think it's the only thing that linked her with her parents.
Okay, so it's the only thing she had left from...
Absolutely. She used to bring it out and clean it.
Right.
And I used to come and sit with her. And she used to tell me these stories about the family, her grandfather in the First World War, my dad in the Second World War. And those things used to come out when she was just cleaning it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, even now I keep thinking of stories.
New stories.
I mean, even stories about myself I didn't know. And you have to excuse me because this is a bit of an emotional roller coaster to me.
That's fine. And how did you end up getting it, and why does it look like this now?
My mum died in 1999. My stepfather literally put everything in a box. I think it was, I don't know, the broken heart throwing out bit, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And I found this one box, and everything had fallen on top of it.
I was going to say, was it the box at the bottom of the
there
pile?
was the box at the bottom. And I saw this, and I just had to sit down because those things that my mum told me, those memories were in my mum's voice.
Really?
Without a shadow of a doubt, my mum could have been sat next to me.
Like a tape recording. So when was the last time you saw the kettle actually intact, shiny?
It was 82. I was just going off, I was in the forces, I was going off to Belize, just before the Falklands War. And she actually took it out and started cleaning it.
So what does this kettle signify to you?
It's that closeness, but it's also, I think, to me, carrying on from my mum's theme that this is the only thing
Yeah.
she really had from her parents. This is the only thing I can give to my children.
What would you like me to do to the kettle?
Well-
if I can do anything with it.
As far as possible, restore it to its glory.
I don't think we'll ever make it look
No.
new again. I will do my very best for you.
Okay. Thank you very much for your
then.
time. Great to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye then. My mum's kettle is more than a kettle to me. It's that link with my mum who's no longer with us, and having something that I am able to pass on to generations to come.
This kettle is pretty badly damaged. I've got to raise this back up so that it looks more like that. Make a new foot for the bottom, and the lid is no longer round, and that has to fit in that hole. If I manage to do all that, I'll then polish it up and I can give it back to Phil looking like new. This kettle is actually brass. I was hoping if it was copper I could literally pull it like this, but being brass it's stronger and going to be more difficult to repair. The first thing I need to do is to try and get this dent out of here. So I'm going to go and see Dom and see if he can help me make a tool for it.
As Brenton plans his restoration of the kettle, Pete's attending to his own tarnished brass item. He's removed all the keys from the saxophone in preparation for a major clean.
I'm going to dip this in a very weak acid to try and get rid of some of this red rot if we can. It takes off the copper that is a mixture in the alloy of brass, so it looks more like a brass colour than that horrible red colour. It doesn't always get rid of it, it can't be guaranteed, but there's also some little green bits in here still where we've got oxidation, so we want to get rid of it all so we can really start to work on it. I'm just having a look now to make sure that the acid's working in all the places that I want it to, making sure that none of the lacquer's coming off. It actually turns a funny colour if you leave it in there too long, so I think that'll about do now. It's nice and clean.
With the sax now sparkling, Pete can begin the specialist repairs, but he could do with a helping hand.
Steve, have you got a minute, please?
Yeah, I've been watching you doing this, you know, I'm very, very interested.
We've got a key missing, but also the pillar that holds the rod that makes it pivot, that's missing as well.
Yeah, I can make one of those for you.
I've got a set of measurements for you, because it's exactly the same as that one there.
OK, I can't wait for you to get this up together.
Yeah, you're sort of a latent sax player, aren't
I'm
you?
a sax player, yeah.
Yes. Be nice to hear you giving it a blow.
Yeah, I'd love to have a go on it.
Yeah, that's great.
OK, yeah, I look
That'd be
forward to
nice.
that.
While Steve crafts a new pillar, Pete can make the rod that the key is mounted on.
We need a bit of tube soldered in the middle so that we've got a pivot point. I'm going to make sure that that has got a nice angle just by filing it. We need a little bend at the end. I enjoy restoring these old things because you get an insight into the way that they was made. And the nice thing is this one's going to go to somebody who's going to remember her dad through it. So it'd be nice to give her all those memories back.
I do play the saxophone, but I've never made any parts for one, so I quite like making a little bit for it.
We've now filed the two angles on there. Now we've just got to solder the two bits on to get the shape.
There we go, all done.
Oh, brilliant, thanks, Steve.
OK, I hope that's all right.
Look at that. This is matching little mate.
Hey.
Thanks very much. Now all I've got to do is put on the pillar, then hopefully it should be working and we'll have a musical instrument again that can play all the notes in the right places.
With a fresh coat of shellac melted into the cup of each key, Pete is ready to start fitting the new leather pads.
I'm putting the keys back on to make sure they line up with the holes. When they go together with the pads on, everything has to be airtight, otherwise it won't work correctly. Right, everything looks to be working all right at the moment. So what I think we'll do is we'll start putting a few pads on. Nice bit of brown leather, underneath that is a bit of felt. Now I'm going to heat up the shellac, which will glue them in. Not squeezing it too hard, just enough to make sure that we make a nice little, what's called a seat in there. If we look now, you can see that the cup is seated all the way around. I've got a light inside, which is called a leak light. That is so I can see any little air leaks. I cannot see any light at all at the moment, so I'm literally over the moon with it because there's nothing worse than ones that won't seat properly.
Pete might be striking the right note with the saxophone repair, but outside, a new arrival is in need of some help. Ruth Bowditch from London is hoping that leather expert Susie Fletcher can work her magic on a wartime keepsake that holds dear memories.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, lovely to meet you. I'm Susie.
Hello, I'm Ruth.
So, Ruth, what have we got here then?
Oh, this is a mirror which was made by my granddad during the First World War when he was in the trenches.
Really?
Yeah. He actually made this from disused horse harnesses so that it could be hung up for the troops to use for shaving.
That is amazing, isn't it?
It was maybe part of a camaraderie that I think the troops had in the trenches, that they were doing something for each other, and no doubt other people did things for him too. He was on the Western Front. He was involved in the Battle of the Somme, but he never really spoke about it much. So this is the only connection I've got with that part of his life. But it was obviously important enough to him that he didn't want a new shaving mirror. He'd kept this mirror to shave it right up to the day he died, when he was 81.
Right.
And I remember as a child, when I went to visit, he was still using it. It would be up in the kitchen. So I was aware of it for quite a few years before I fully understood how precious it was to him.
So what would you like me to do with it?
Yes. Well,
Dare I ask?
As you can see, it's very dirty. It's only got this tiny bit of
Yes.
silvering still on
Yes.
it. I imagine it was very damp in the trenches, and I imagine the damp got into it.
Yeah.
And they've obviously all used less and less of the mirror. And the leather is also very cracked and needs attention. And there's a break in the glass.
If I'm able to do anything with the mirror, what are you going to do with it?
Well, my idea is that I'm going to give it pride of place in my kitchen. And then it will always remind me of where I saw it first of all.
Great.
So I hope that you're able to do something to make it last that long.
Very much appreciate you bringing it in, Ruth, and I'll be in touch.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Bye.
I think my granddad would have been really happy at the thought that his mirror was still in existence 100 years after he'd made it, but also that it was going to be used again, that somebody else valued it as much as he had in the trenches.
Well, this is a really remarkable story, and it's a lovely item. Looking at it, the mirror is heavily damaged, so I'll be sending the mirror off to the one place in the country that actually has the skill to do this. It's so specialised, so I have got to get this mirror out. The first thing I need to do is to dismantle the leatherwork here. I'll then be cleaning and conditioning, ready for me to be able to reinstall the mirror and hand sew all back together. So definitely got a lot on my plate with what is a really quite small item. Just want to go in carefully before I make any major movements here. My concerns are that it could be so dried that it actually cracks and falls apart because it is so old and it is so fragile. If I can take this apart in one piece, I'll be very, very happy. And see if I can just ease it out. What I don't want to do is hurry the removal and break away this leather here. So these are the times that it can get a little bit stressful. There's so much gunk in here. It's got sand and dirt and all sorts in it. At least it came out in one piece. So first thing I need to do is make sure this gets sent off to the mirror repairers.
Brenton's got his work cut out repairing an 80-year-old crumpled kettle. He's got a serious dent to rectify, and for that, he needs a custom-made tool.
Tom?
Hey.
I've got a slight issue.
Got more than one issue.
I've got several issues.
Look at it.
It's been crushed down, and I need to devise some way of pulling the whole thing up at one time. What I was thinking was some sort of plate attached to something I can put in the vise, and then I can push down on here.
No, look. Hang on. This.
Oh, wow.
Look.
Yeah, no, that is...
I've got these left over, off-cuts.
That's great.
Look, that's what you want, though.
That'll fit in, won't it? Because it's going to have to go in quite a long way, I think we need to weld a bar on there. And then...
That'll do it.
That's great.
Yeah,
Can we do that?
I've got a bit of bar. Something like that.
So weld that onto there.
Something like that. Right, so we can clamp that in the vise.
Okay.
Okay, my guys.
You done?
It's on.
Excellent.
What do you think?
I love it. Thank you so much for that.
Look forward to seeing how it performs.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
No worries.
Thank you. Before I try and remove this dent, I'm going to anneal it. That is heating the metal up to nearly red hot. When you heat the metal up, the structure of the metal, the actual molecules change, and that should soften the metal and make it more malleable and easier for me to repair, because at the moment, this is really hard, this metal. I've only annealed this side, so I have to let it cool down and see if it will come straight for me.
Now to put his bespoke de-denting tool to the test.
So this is actually moving quite easily now. It was just getting that first bit of the ring to move. Now I've just got to smooth it all off, and that involves tapping away to get these smaller dents out. I'll tell you what, Dom, this is brilliant.
It's perfect.
This is absolutely brilliant. Yeah. It's the best tool I've had in a long time. It's so good.
You should put them into production.
I will. So, that's the hard part of banging out the dents done. So the lid has had the same sort of damage as the main part of the kettle. It's been crushed. There is a nasty split in there, which I'm going to try and solder up. I don't want to get it too hot. for this metal to buckle or anything, so you have to be really gentle with it and just gently put the heat on here so that the solder flows into the joint. And that's looking really nice now. I've done all of the reconstructive work to this. I've got the dent out and I've lifted it up, and it's now ready for polishing. So this is a Tripoli polishing compound, and this is a mineral that's mined from the ground, and the compound is mixed with a wax to hold it together, and it's used for polishing soft metals like silver and brass. That's come up really nicely. I'm really pleased with that. I'm just going to go and make the foot for the bottom of that, and then it's done.
Musical instrument guru Pete Woods has completed his repairs on the saxophone, which was played by a beloved father through his lifelong musical career. He's once again stripped the keys from the horn to give it a final hand polish to restore its golden gleam.
Lorna wants it to look like her dad's old saxophone. So therefore, what I'm doing is I'm hand polishing everything. Adds a little bit of brightness, looks as if it's had a little bit of loving care put into it. Then in a couple of weeks' time, it will have toned down and she'll be looking at it going, that's my dad's sax up there. Once it's clean now, and start getting it back together so it's playable again. Last little bit on now, we'll put the crook on. All I've got to do now is hand it over to Steve, let him get practicing.
From coal mines to dance halls, this old saxophone lived a colourful life, entertaining audiences during the Second World War and beyond. But after 40 years confined to its case, it had lost its big, bold voice. Hoping to hear her late father's beloved sax sing once again is Lorna, accompanied by her son, Chris.
How you doing?
Hello, nice
right?
to see you again. Hi, Pete.
And you are?
Chris.
All right, Chris.
This is my son, Christopher.
Oh. So how are you guys feeling?
Excited?
Very excited.
Because you mentioned before that one of your sons is going to learn to play. Is
Yes,
that
it's
you?
Chris.
It was me. I
Yes.
did try to start playing the sax, but it was just unplayable, the condition it was in.
Yeah. So do you know about the saxophone?
Yeah,
Have you seen?
I remember my granddad playing the saxophone when I was about 4 or 5 years old. Some memories of playing it in the living room at Christmas time.
Wow.
And it's not been played since then, so I'm really quite keen to see what you've been able to do with it.
Okay.
So how long ago was that?
That would be 1982, nearly 40 years ago.
Okay. I'm going to show you. Yeah? You
Okay,
ready?
yes.
Here we go.
Oh, it looks super.
So good.
It looks absolutely wonderful.
But we try to keep it so it's got that look for
Yes,
it.
yes.
You know.
The marks that told the story of the places that he played it and had been and had seen.
Wonderful.
We know that's what you wanted.
Yes.
My dad would definitely recognise it.
Yes.
Well, the next thing is really to hear it play, though, isn't it?
Oh,
You want to hear the
yes.
sound, don't you?
Love to.
Steve, don't mind joining us.
Steve, can you please?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll not promise that I can play it as well as your dad did, so I'll give it a whirl.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, thank you.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was
Amazing. Thank you, Pete, for doing that.
That's
It was
right.
wonderful. Thank you.
I can see how much it means to you.
It was actually like hearing his voice again.
Was that? Oh, bless you. You're going to get practicing, aren't you?
I guess I am now. After hearing that, I've got to buckle down and start learning that now.
Can I just say to you that I didn't learn to play the saxophone or any instrument until I was 37. So it's not too late for you to crack on with it.
I think it would be hard pushed to ever live up to my grandfather, but I can't wait to try it. I think it'll be good fun learning.
Steve did a wonderful job, and it brought back all the memories of my dad. And if he saw the condition it's in now, he would be so grateful and thoroughly amazed.
Master saddler Susie is in her element, taking apart the leatherwork from the soldier's mirror for the first time since it was stitched from horse harnesses in the trenches of the Western Front.
Here we go.
With the last layer of leather successfully unstitched, Susie can begin the clean-up mission.
There's this thick layer of grease and oils, and I think that's actually a build-up of Ruth's grandfather having used it every morning to shave, and maybe he used like a grease to put on his hair, as many men did at that time. And what I'm doing is I'm using some tepid water along with the saddle soap to help strip some of that grease back. It's really interesting. The more I'm cleaning this leather, the more I'm beginning to smell soot, like from an open fire. It's a really strong smell of fireside. Leather has this ability to hold on to all these aromas. It's just giving me a hint of the life that this mirror has had. Oh yeah?
Evidence, Susie?
What you got?
I've got the mirror back.
Oh!
And I haven't looked at it. I thought you should do the honours.
Oh, bless you. There was only one place in the country that could do this mirror. Look at that! All you had was like a tiny little circle there.
Yeah, it's perfect. It is a mirror now.
I absolutely, honestly, did not expect to see it like that. They've done an amazing job.
All right. Well, I won't hold you up anymore.
Okay.
Good luck and enjoy it.
All right, brilliant. Thanks,
Okay.
Jay. Okay, so now I've got this mirror back, I can start the reassembly of Ruth's lovely leather mirror. I'm just going to use a tacking glue because I want everything to hold nice and tightly before I start stitching it. I can't imagine having to make this in the trenches, just in very difficult conditions. I'm placing these strips exactly where they were originally because I want the holes to marry up, and that'll enable me to use all the original holes when I'm sewing it all back together. That's looking nice. I'm just going to do the same with the top piece. It's going together really quite nicely.
Across the workshop, Brenton is putting the finishing touches to the treasured brass kettle that only just survived being crushed in a box.
So that's the new foot for the kettle made. I'm really pleased with that. So the handle has got to be put back on to complete the kettle. I'm really pleased with the way it's gone. I was struggling. I didn't think I'd be able to get that big dent out, but it's come out really nicely, and I hope that Phil's pleased with the work that I've done.
When this kettle arrived at the repair shop, it was flattened and littered with dents, its surface dull with age. But under Brenton's Midas touch, it's been transformed, just in time for Phil to collect it, eager to see if the kettle and its link to his mother has been restored.
It's an extremely important piece of memorabilia to my family. I just wish that my mum could be here as well to see it.
Eric. Hi, Phil.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Well, tell me, how are you feeling?
Well, mixed feelings, really. This is basically the only thing that we have from my grandparents.
So do you want to see it?
Well,
let's do this.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, mate, you sure it's the same one?
It is.
Oh, my goodness. I'm stunned. It's just really taken me back to that same point. Back in the late 50s, early 60s. I just wished my mum was stood next to me now. Just amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for bringing it in and letting me have a go at it.
Thank you very much.
Cheerio, Phil.
Bye now. It's been like a memory bank, and it's not only brought those memories back to me, but the closeness I had with my mum. Now I've got the kettle, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to have my children, my grandchildren come along, have a small mini party to introduce them to the kettle.
Now the kettle is homeward bound to its welcome party. Susie is hoping her own assignment will soon be ready for action once again. The homemade mirror that kept troops looking their best in the trenches.
So now everything's glued together, I'm ready to start sewing. What I need to make sure is that I protect the mirror while it's in the clams. So I'm putting some cork over it and then a piece of card, and that will help to hold everything flat and straight and protect that mirror. So I'm just going to use my awl, and I'm going to protect the back here as well. I'm trying to find the original holes. Okay, so that's my first complete stitch done, and so far so good. It's a few thousand more, but I'll get there in the end. I'm hoping that Ruth is going to be very, very pleased with the final result.
When the mirror came into the repair shop, it was battle-scarred, caked in dirt, and almost unusable. Now Ruth is back at the barn, accompanied by grandchildren Zoe and Josh, who are eager to see how their great-great-grandfather's pride and joy has scrubbed up.
Basically, if you look in it, you could see one eye. I want to see how it would have looked in the wars.
The mirror was very important, much bigger than just a mirror to the family. And I think it would be lovely for his great-great-grandchildren.
Hello, Ruth. How are you?
Hello, Jay.
And who have you brought with you?
Very well. I've brought my grandchildren. This is Zoe.
Hello,
and
Zoe.
Josh.
Lovely to meet you.
So what are you guys hoping that Susie has done with the mirror then?
Well, I hope that it's going to be in a condition where I can hang it up somewhere so people can see it and ask about it, and it can be talked about and it can be used as well. And Josh and Zoe have ideas of what they'd like to do with it, haven't you?
Oh, really?
Yes.
What are those? What's your ideas?
To take it to school for like a show and tell.
That is a great idea.
We best show you what we've done then, or what Susie's done to it.
Ready? You both ready?
Yes.
All ready? Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Look, it's all mirror.
I can see myself.
Yay! Isn't that fabulous? And it's so much cleaner, isn't it? Wonderful.
What do you think, Zoe?
I love it.
Can
Can you see yourself?
Yes, very clearly.
I think it's great that you didn't repair the crack. It shows a bit of the story. He still kept it. He didn't throw it away as broken, but he kept it for all those years after the war. I think he would have been absolutely thrilled.
So who's going to take it home then?
Me.
Yeah, sure. Straight away. There you are, sir.
My turn.
All right.
Yeah, take care
Bye-bye.
then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, bless.
Well done, yeah, thank you.
I'm amazed at what Susie's achieved with it. I didn't expect half that, but she's done wonders with it.
When I take the mirror into school, I'm going to explain to all my friends about my great-great-granddad and how he made the mirror in the wars. And I think all my friends are going to really like it. It'll be amazing when Josh grows up, he could be able to shade in it.